Hi, welcome to Pet Farms. I'm JJ.
And I'm Steven.
And we're back on Mass Effect. And just go ahead and get it out of the way, I would give my cousin a little shout out.
Yeah, you can go right ahead.
Anyway, his YouTube channel is venomous_outlaw. No spaces, I don't think.
Yeah, we actually shared, or I shared on our Pet Farms Facebook page, a link to his video that he did. It was a really cool edit of one of our, was it Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Videos that JJ was actually in that one.
Yep. I got to watch Mark scream.
It was actually kind of funny because that was, he's getting to the point where Resident Evil is not that terrifying to him. So
There's still jump scares.
there's still a few jump scares, and there was the point where he was like screaming at the top of his lungs when he like saw the woman in the room and stuff. But
yeah,
all in all, he's not as terrified.
Yeah. Well, I did remember something. One Erection.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
I still can't believe you wrote that.
I went through and changed this
Why?
because I had to change 2 of my spells out.
Why?
Director.
Mark was recommending spells, but actually the 2 that I picked, he didn't recommend. Because now I have Dissonant Whispers, Healing Word, Puppet, and Sleep.
Cool.
And Puppet and Sleep are very cool.
If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor
do that later.
to steal from your outposts.
Are these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs to rapidly track and
Whoops.
pull resources and supplies are at stake.
I just took up the whole
That's
computer
why they
screen.
weren't deployed. Tandem like any
Not
other
512.
passing is rubber
Look at
stamp.
her eyes.
If this satellite
Maybe
is
like
new,
8.
how is it kept up with our security measures?
That's
That's
a
gonna
very
be
good
really
question.
loud on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the
I
initiative?
guess it's set.
She designed the orbital beacons, forward
I was
stations,
thinking
and half the kit in the Tempest.
Is it still? Yes.
She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was
I
on
was
town's
like, dang it,
desk.
Steven.
Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the X-Files. That was a big loss.
Trying to keep it out of the...
Yeah.
That actually
Pretty
sounds a lot
extreme
better
to
than
set
it
up a
normally does.
personal alert.
Yeah.
Why do that?
A
don't
lot
know
of
what
Dr.
the deal
Kennedy's
is.
projects were
I
unofficial.
got a case for
But
my
you
phone
backed
today.
them, like these trackers.
I'm not bothering
I
me
don't
mine.
want some arsehole
When you have
using
a
my
crack on the
access codes
screen,
to
I
cut
figure when I
back
get my
door into our
taxes back,
resources.
I'll just get me a
Or Tan
phone.
blaming me for it.
That's probably a better
And
idea.
actually get one that can use an OtterBox.
She
Is that what they call it,
disappeared with the
OtterBox?
Exiles.
Yeah, I don't
Not
have one
calling
for
her
this one yet.
Why? Because I do not want to crack my
But
screen
we'd
again.
never let an expert like that
Most
go. She was
most phones you can get now,
a lot
they
of
come with
things.
like the OtterBox has the thing over the screen and stuff. My old
have to
phone
find
did,
the tech
but
with a person.
you can't get an
Where do we
OtterBox
begin?
for my phone that has a screen protector
First
without
track.
spending an extra
More than
$20.
that, Susie can assemble a point of origin.
I was like, no.
Trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated.
Plus, my
That
phone
means
stays
outposts.
like
Try
the
another
face
outpost
toward my
or
skin,
place more.
so
Maybe you'll draw them out. Whoever
I'm more
they
worried
are,
about the glass back
And when
on
we
my
find
phone.
them,
they're stealing our resources. My
Plus,
concern
now I
is
can lay it
Dr.
on stuff
Kennedy
without
protect
like
their
worrying
lives
about scratching
in
it.
that order.
Okay.
I've had it for like a week, and it already has like a tiny scratch on the back of it.
In case you missed that, Steven, I'm tracking satellites.
I could,
I know.
it's okay. I paid a little bit of attention. You know, technically, a satellite is just anything that orbits around the planet.
But I don't think it will help.
I'd read that somewhere not too long ago. Technically, anything that's like rotates around a planet, or a planetoid is what it says,
Yeah.
is considered a satellite.
Well,
So like meteors and the moon.
so the moon, they're considering the moon a satellite.
Yeah.
First they say Pluto isn't a planet, then they're saying a meteor is a satellite. That makes no sense.
That's what I was reading. It's anything that's smaller than a planet that orbits a planet. I was like, that's kind of neat. I know a new thing now.
We just got pinged by another of those CK trackers.
let's try to get close enough to pull some data.
On it. Tracker ahead.
Oh, I was going to discuss with you
Ease
the
up
schedule
on it.
for
We need a point of origin.
Wizards and Weirdos.
Okay.
See, the first one we were talking about, I think we're just going to stream them instead of recording them.
Yeah.
That's so much easier.
That is one twitch
But
self-destruct.
me and Mark have decided
Just like
that
the
instead of like,
second model in this
I know the
film.
guys aren't gonna watch
Here,
this, so I
come
don't
and
care.
get
Good job.
We're talking
Doesn't
about like,
Tanner watch these?
I don't think he watches the Mass Effect videos, but we're gonna like split it up after a while. Instead of making quest and quips take forever to get back to, we were talking about just like doing a big first video for Wizards and Weirdos, like our normal quest and quip size, and then we're gonna mash them down into like half that.
Yeah.
So like an hour and a half. That way it's good on, we get things done on both, and we don't have to wait forever to get back to quest and clips.
One day
That's
that might
annoying.
be trick.
Because he's planning on doing
Sensors.
something kind of funny, and it doesn't involve me or you. It involves Tanner.
I know. He didn't tell me.
But I was like, I kind of want to see that. So we were like, instead of taking forever to get back to it and all this, we'll just like run them side by side.
Yeah.
I feel like that's better on me, you, and Mark and everybody.
I found something.
Because I know you're heavily invested in your two characters.
Yeah.
Narrowing down the list.
That was actually my idea. Mark had nothing to do with it, but
Yeah.
he agreed. He's like, I actually like that idea. But we're just gonna like, the first Wizards and Weirdos is gonna be like its own thing, and then we're gonna start splitting it after that one,
Yeah.
so that the guys actually think there's a break there.
Anomaly detected.
And if you're watching this, you know now. So.
Deploying probe. Anomaly
But I doubt they'll
found.
watch it. I think Tanner's at work.
Actually, didn't the schedule say he was off today?
Oh, it might have actually said that.
This is the exact nav point indicated by the ZK trackers.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Right,
watch
that's
this, Tanner,
request.
you already know.
Let's see if
now.
this helps us find our missing scientist.
I didn't spoil anything
Damn
about
it.
Mark's story,
The
though.
shuttle's just a relay. But I think we can get in their feeds. Hold on.
Signals through.
I don't know if I told you, but I actually have a plan to eventually replace one of my characters.
I think
Here
you
we
might.
go again. I'm the Pathfinder.
I'm not going to say who.
One finally showed.
Harlan,
But
stop
who knows?
talking.
Given time, I might decide
Is
to
that Dr.
replace
Kennedy?
both of them.
Are you okay? Director Addison is
Why? Because I
concerned
love
about
creating
you and your
characters.
tech.
Keep them talking, Ryder. Tracing.
All I want is to stop the stealing. I have outposts of people trying to start their lives.
Outpost starting lives, huh?
Let them
One of the
see,
places in the
Harlan.
mall
They just
moved and became a
forwarded
different
Dr. Kennedy's
company.
medical profile.
The little,
Ryder.
they call it pop
She's
and fizz.
pregnant.
I
That
don't know
woman
if
is
you've seen
pregnant.
it.
That
It
woman
was like a
knows
little
full well the state she's
popcorn
in.
shop where you could get drinks and
You
stuff.
are
They moved
Really?
it. Now they have like coffee.
pregnant. What happened?
When a
Stuff
mommy
like
and a
that.
daddy love each other very much, they don't let humanity die in Addison,
You missed that,
she fell
didn't
in
you?
line with
Yeah.
Janet, said we
That
couldn't
was pretty
add new
funny.
mouths until we were stable. It
Basically,
wasn't about waiting until we could afford
this
a
woman
house.
on the
We
ship
were dying.
is the first
So I left,
pregnant woman in
with
the
enough
galaxy.
meant for Harlan and I to
She goes,
get
wait,
off
you're
the
pregnant? How'd that happen? She goes, when mommy and daddy love each other very
How
much.
long?
8 months,
Yeah.
give or take.
We're not
They
going
don't let
back.
the
You're not getting my
the
test
civilization
until we
die
find
out.
you.
I was like, well,
Tell Addison. Fuck it, don't tell her anything. Kill it.
What?
she wasn't actually
Flash
in
the
there.
code.
I was like, wait a minute.
Addison will want to hear about this. And I've got questions for her.
But yeah, what we were talking about at the beginning of the video, that was a really good edit of our video.
Yeah.
Like, I was really impressed.
In other words, watch it.
I might actually link it at the end of this video once it's archived.
Yeah.
Just because I actually really enjoyed it. He did leave parts in
I
there
have a sighting
that
of
were kind of
missing
long,
Dr. Kennedy in the
Yeah.
tracks.
drawn out a little bit, but I think that was because he actually thought they were
And
funny.
8 months
Water
pregnant.
mechanics.
Fucking hell.
That part I was like, wait, what?
She didn't disappear. Dr. Kennedy left it
That
to
was
her to have a
little-
child.
That
You
one was a little vaguer and kind
I knew she
of
wanted us to
compared to
fast
the
track
other
the
ones. Like,
schedule, but we had no world.
the one that
Granted,
impressed
that first one, the whole water mechanic thing, did throw us off. But we didn't expect the ones after that.
Yeah, but the one that got me,
Even back on Earth.
as far as like editing skills and stuff,
Now we
was
have
the
to
one
save
where
our tail.
Mark opens the door.
Yeah, that's Mark's favorite one, too.
Mark's like, I really like that one.
Wait, What did Dr.
It's not exactly my favorite one, because I think my favorite one is the weird noises.
The
When he, like, swings the knife.
That's an anime thing.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what it was from,
timetable
though.
for stopping the contraceptive.
But I was just like, for some reason that caught me more.
Put it this way, a hardcore anime fan would recognize the
You
sound.
had to know that.
I mean hardcore, where they know animes no one knows about.
That's probably what it is. It's probably something I've never seen.
Dr.
he's a
Kennedy
huge
seems to
anime
have a group
fan.
with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
I mean, I've seen some of the off-the-wall ones, but I haven't seen
She's
a
the
lot.
smartest person
Yeah.
I know, but she jumps
But
without looking. Right.
I just thought the door opening thing was really...
Yeah.
It was a lot more seamless than the other ones, because it was just like, as soon as he opens the door a little bit,
We find more.
it goes into a video of the person opening the door.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really good.
Yeah.
If she
Have a lot of
hasn't changed the
timing.
protocol,
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
this is a complete shit show.
Yep.
Find them, Pathfinder. The
Why is it
first
just a...
human
Oh, that's a
child on
lamp.
Andromeda
I was like, why is there just a block on a
Yeah,
like
it's a lamp.
cylindrical
It's
thing?
not a Minecraft lamp, but it's a lamp.
It kind of just looks like a Minecraft lamp.
I wanted to do another companion mission, but all of them keep going on hold, on hold, on hold. Well, that's not on hold, but I have to go around searching for memory triggers.
I need to get my character for...
And I'm holding off on that one because I have to talk to Tan.
Yeah.
That one guy I do not like.
I need to get one of these for
Me?
Wizards and Weirdos.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's going to work for my Dragonborn.
Nah. I let it slide, though. Heck, remember what was using it first?
Yeah. Everyone else still has to use stuff like that. I don't know, though. You moved to the metal DC things.
Oh. I'll do hers next.
Oh, yeah, you're doing companion mission.
Yeah. And once I'm actually done with the companion missions, I'll actually continue progress the story. I just really love companion missions.
That's fine.
That door normally opens when... Okay. You know when you walk to a companion's room and a door doesn't open, that means they want to talk to you. Find it weird. I want to talk to you. I'll leave the door shut.
It's not like
It's
Fallout where they just walk up to you.
Yeah. It still makes me mad. They don't plan on letting out any DLC for this.
I saw where they were talking about doing a story DLC, like tacked onto the end of the actual story.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, well, we're going to start on another game. And BioWare is making another game similar to this, but not the same. It's like, what is it called? Anthem is what it's called. It's an online multiplayer thing.
Okay.
This is
Cora and...
It's kind of like Titanfall mixed
I
with
don't-
this.
I don't know what I'm doing. Eh?
It's like you mixed
We're approaching the
this,
nav point
Halo,
now.
and Titanfall.
Something's there.
Or Destiny,
It
more
might
like
be an
Destiny.
arc, but the damn
Not really
scourge isn't
Halo.
helping.
signal out
Oh!
with sensors.
Sorry, Ark.
Hard to believe the Lucinia could survive in all this.
Focus on how we can help them.
That suit looks so
Call.
much cooler than
Help
whatever
sorry,
you were wearing
just off the
before.
kit.
Yeah.
Very cathartic.
Actually, I think the one from
Sarissa
before
will
was
have plans
DLC.
for those decimation hunters.
That's the sad part.
Wrote the
Yeah.
manual on crisis situations.
Then there's that one tank top that's DLC that it looks just flat out ridiculous.
Sarissa was a legend even before she was the Pathfinder's bodyguard. She'll have
Frankly,
a
the outfit DLC for the older
Detecting
games were a
an
little
initiative
better.
vessel.
I gotta say. Like the alternate look for Mass Effect 2.
reading
Those are pretty
life
good.
signs.
Mass Effect fans know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Multiple
I have no
hull
idea.
breaches.
God bless.
She's a wreck.
Get up, JJ.
425.
If she's
I need to go
space-worthy
ahead
to
and make a
cruise
list for
alive,
next
that's all we need.
recording session.
Callow,
Me and Mark
take
have
a
already
seat.
talked about what we're
I'll
doing.
try.
I
Must
just
be one
haven't
docking
put
bay
it
still
on
holding together.
the thing yet.
Yeah.
Because Batman Telltale was last week.
Yeah. We didn't really do any GTA 5.
No, that was just one of those. And we didn't do Gears of War either, or 7 Days, or Hitman. So anything that's on that list besides Batman.
We're aboard. Any response to comms?
Nothing.
We kind of
Maybe the
shoehorned
pictures
a
are
Destiny
buffed.
video
It
in there.
kind of looks like my guy's skipping.
What a mess.
It could be the fact I'm carrying a sniper rifle. Like, watch. Skip, skip, skip to moves.
It kind of does.
Getting decompression.
I think what we're gonna do, like, after this coming up D&D session, which is possibly gonna be on Wednesday.
Sam,
I don't
just
know
send
if
her
you
our
told you that.
codes. Confirmed.
Not really.
Sorry.
I'm usually the last person to find out.
But what's left
But
of
I'm just gonna make
City?
sure everyone knows that.
Maybe you can help fix this mess.
Just gonna emphasize that. On Questing Clips, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We also have a Facebook page
This
for
area
it,
saw combat action. No
which
bodies.
was made like Wednesday last week. Or
Again,
happened left
this
the
is news
captain
to
a little
me.
trigger happy.
If the Tempest looked like this, how would you feel?
I could have swore one of us invited you to like it. I don't know if it went through.
It probably didn't.
I hit
But you'd vent a
invite on
Pathfinder
everybody on
king into
Facebook.
space.
Respectfully,
I just went down
yes.
the list.
We can't take any more chances.
There's only like 12 people that have liked it.
Sarissa Theris, Pathfinder. Don't mind the captain. Scolding me eases her blood pressure.
Cora here thought the famous Sarissa would have everything in hand.
I thought Matriarch Ashara was Pathfinder, ma'am, and you were her bodyguard, like her Tiamna. I served with the Asari Commandos, ma'am. Memorized all your battle manuals.
Matriarch Ashara is dead. Sarissa was next in line. Her battle manuals haven't kept the cat off my ark.
That ends today. We'll see your ark safely back to the Nexus.
I hope so. We've tried everything else.
Matriarch Ashara died trying to negotiate with those Ket bastards. So I took something precious from them, too. I stole a module containing tactical data. All their secret routes through
Did they
this
spill for
phenomenon.
viruses? This ain't my first rodeo.
We call it the Scourge, ma'am. If we could outmaneuver the Ket through it.
We'd stand a better chance against them.
Their Archon had the same thought. He sent his elite agent, the Valiant, and his decimation hunters after us. We take more damage each time we escape the Valiant. The last assault, he sent forces to board us. Sarissa's theft has made things problematic.
How many borders are we talking about?
We're not sure, but for now, they're contained down there. We couldn't do more. We spent our resources evacuating civilians. The Valiant wants Sarissa to pay.
Yeah, it's stupid, but she did do her job.
Pathfinders have to take risks, Captain. I've taken my share.
I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't say that.
Goddess preserve you.
Yeah.
What would it take to get the Ark out of here before this Valiant catches up again?
An FTL burn
Considering
long
half
enough
the
to
stuff she has
lose
to
him.
pull on the entire Mass
Since the
Effect trilogy.
evacuation, we've been stuck
Well,
at minimal
series.
power. The drive core is dead.
Even though most people don't consider
My
this
people
part
are
of the series.
investigating, but those
Yeah,
systems
technically
are
it's
below
like a-
deck.
Its own
With the
standalone
Ket
thing.
borders.
The standalone
Another
sequel.
Pathfinder team
Yeah.
could back them up.
Get power for the drive core. My salmon
You wanna
will
make
finish
sequels like
deciphering
this
the Ket
better?
data. We'll turn the
If
Valiant
the new people
escape routes
behind,
against him.
yeah, the new team behind the game,
First rule.
that's why people
always know
say
your
this bomb too
escape plan.
much.
The last
Because the
commando
people
report came
behind the
from hangar
mechanics and
control.
stuff,
I'll give you access.
and
Please be careful.
just Mass Effect fans didn't like it as much as the original trilogy.
I think that's because Destiny came out, and it's got very similar mechanics. Some of it's similar. I don't know.
You okay, Cora?
A lot of games now
Pathfinders
have
take
similar
risks.
mechanics. Like,
They really
I'm
do.
just saying, most of Mass Effect
Matriarch
fans that I've
Ashara,
talked to
Father.
have said that, have said the exact
Yeah.
thing I did, where they just new people behind this game did not do their
The
homework.
sooner we find those commandos,
No wrong
the
with
better.
it's like Halo
Story wise, most Mass Effect fans don't like it.
5.
Yeah. I mean, in a sense, I liked it, but not as much as the other ones.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It's kind of like this one, too. I do like it, don't get me wrong, but not as a Mass Effect fan.
Quieter.
They weren't busted up back then.
It's a lot more of a
Lucinia will be back to normal once we get her to
exploration
the
game.
Yeah.
Than story based.
Yeah.
And that's something that draws me away from it.
Frankly, I think they make too many of those nowadays.
Must be part of Sarissa's team.
Stop.
Some of
In the name
them
of the goddess,
don't
I'll-
pull off the exploration stuff
Shoot
as
your
well as
rescue.
others.
Yeah.
Because this came around
And humans.
about the same
You're
time
all
as
cremated?
Just about.
What's it I was
I'm
thinking?
Ryder, the human pathfinder. This is my team.
I'm Vidaria Damali.
What was the
Sarissa's
game I
new
was
second in
thinking?
command. Sorry about
I have it
that.
somewhere.
I hope I can help.
Just how long have you been second?
No, I played more of Alien
About a
Isolation.
week. It feels like less.
Sarissa
Yeah, it's not
wouldn't
bad.
choose you if you weren't up
You're
to
not
this.
you're not part. You
Can
started
you help
marked
get
off
main
that, and
power
it took
back
me a
for
little bit
FTL?
to.
Yeah.
finish it.
Right. Yes.
Didn't take me
I've
long at
tracked
all.
the power drain, and I think shutting the hangar bay doors will.
Meow! I nearly
Can't
died,
force the doors open,
but
and the safeties are draining
I got
power
past
trying
it.
to shut them.
barely.
Don't worry.
A couple
My
minutes.
Sam can probably override.
Barely,
it.
like maybe 1 or 2
Ket
minutes.
can survive in
tops.
vacuum for a little while.
It took him
If we
like
shut
2
the
videos
doors,
to
the
get
Valiant
through.
headhunters lose their last escape route too.
Well,
I pray
long story
power
short,
will
when
be
they
enough for
show
FTL, I
up,
just-
the entire group shows up. I waited for them behind this
Vidaria,
crate, and I
I
waited
served
till
as a
the
huntress.
woman passed.
Remember Sarissa's
Went behind him with my
manuals.
wrench, just
Breathe,
killed the
purpose,
woman,
action.
killed the guy from behind,
Breathe.
in front of her, and killed the guy in front of him. Turned around, took out the guy with the
Please take a
gun.
look at the console. I'll keep.
Somehow, I got through it that fast. I was like, how did I do that? Sometimes it helps to go aggro.
Starting hangar door closure.
That's like, there's actually a point in that Resident Evil video
Cover the console
that
while
your
Sam
cousin
works.
made.
Nice steady fire. Yes, ma'am.
In that video, the original one, there's a part where we had to talk Mark into just like barging into that room.
Yeah.
And he went through there and he was just like, ah!
I like how that woman kept getting. Mark thought that woman was going
Hangar
to
door
keep killing
closure at
him.
21%.
He just ran past her. That one made me laugh.
Like, kind of like the part where there was a good like 10 minutes I had to cut out of it where he was just standing in that hole that she knocks you down into.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of standing there. And I
Yeah.
was like, dude, just do something. Climb the ladder. Do something. And he was like, I don't want to. I had to cut that out because it would
Hangar
have been
door
like an
closure
hour long
at
video.
53%.
Yeah.
And then you just see him like, he reaches up, aims with a gun, shoots her in the face, and she falls down. Just like, they've done that 10 minutes ago.
Hangar door closure at 77%.
I will admit though, he's not really a shoot first type person in horror games.
I wonder why he was just standing there.
That's kind of weird.
Oh, I don't mean Mark, I mean the guy who's standing up there. I stepped shooting
Yeah,
in his
that's all.
face and he was standing
Hangar
there.
doors are closed and locked. Cat access is cut off.
Not exactly great AI in this game.
True.
Okay, that should have done.
There's a few games I praise for their AI.
Yeah.
Vidaria?
Like
The ones where your AI don't stand in front of you while you're shooting.
What was that?
like Fallout.
Estimate
Yeah.
several of the Ark's electrical junctions just overloaded.
Fallout 4, particularly.
Vidaria?
The only one I played.
Yeah.
Vidaria, Sam says we lost.
I was-
I played 3 Vegas, which
I know.
in a sense kind
The
of
overload started a
sucked.
fire. Damn it! That shouldn't have
I've actually
happened.
heard.
Kind of
I've
sucked.
heard New Vegas was
What
better.
could have made him
before.
over?
It's not in the same universe as Part 3.
That's
or
kind of
4.
weird.
If there's something else, draining
Yeah.
power on
3
the
and
lower
4?
decks, something big.
Same universe. New Vegas, mm-mm. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's Easter eggs.
Let's secure
See, I thought they were kind of just like
That might
standalone
be
games.
complicated.
No.
Those cats.
Like, for example,
been
the
watching us.
guy
If
in
they
charge
delay
of the
repairs
Brotherhood
long
of Steel
enough,
Part
the
4,
Valiant ship
Yeah.
catches up.
he was a little kid in Part 3.
Can we flash some lights, make some noise, get the kid off our backs?
Well,
on McCready?
splitting up would give them 2 targets.
He was
right?
he was
Okay.
as a little kid, he was a
First thing is the
mayor
last stasis
in a
box. I'll go check
town
it.
called
You
Lamplight.
could go below, look for whatever's draining
There's
power,
McCready.
and maybe help with the fire.
Anyway,
Which way to the lower decks?
The living quarters.
Fallout Lord.
I'll open
Yeah,
the
I've played
maintenance
Fallout
access.
4
You
like
can
4
cut through.
times.
Yeah.
Good luck.
It's a really
May
good
the
game.
cat wither
Oh,
in
yeah.
the void before you.
And there's multiple routes you can take in the game. It's kind of like Skyrim.
Like I just started my third playthrough.
Skyrim has like multiple playthroughs you can do.
Yeah.
Ryder, it's Sarissa. We got some power, then a damage report.
And you can always go back to it and do a different type of character and still have a completely different experience
We'll
with
keep
the game.
prepping the drive
Yeah.
core.
We won't let
In
you
a
down.
sense,
Of course not.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Mass Effect didn't have that many options as a Fallout in them, which technically they have like 4, maybe 5 endings.
Ugh, it's pitch black down here.
Nope, 4. Never mind. Granted, one of them winds up with everyone dying. I call it the bad playthrough.
The nameplate says Matriarch Ishara, the Pathfinder who died.
Oh.
You're just gonna take all her stuff.
Yeah, she's not going to use it. She's dead.
Only by reputation.
Fallout logic.
Diplomat. Very well.
Materials here. I'm almost at the stasis pods.
That didn't
Blasted.
seem
No power for elevators.
No.
Vidaria, cut the elevator's mag locks. If the
I thought she
Arctic
said
Guards come flying
Midoriya.
down the shaft.
Good idea.
I was like, that's a
In
character
this
from...
game, yeah, also in this game, I wouldn't be surprised.
Midoriya is the last name of a character in an anime that I really like. My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Really, really good anime.
People crammed in, waiting.
It's kind of
during
neat
the
because everybody in that
emergency
universe, there's like a 70% of the people on the planet have superpowers in that universe. And it's kind of like the X-Men. There are people with useless powers.
Yeah.
It's really neat. And this one person is basically like you combine Superman and One Punch Man.
Vidaria again.
Like, it's very weird. He's like this uber powerful character, but he starts to like die, sort of, and gives his powers to a younger kid.
The pods are safe. I'll keep tracking that power.
And the kid has to learn how to use the powers and stuff. It's really, really cool. Because it's not like a Naruto type story where he just gets more and more powerful. The kid just like screws up enough to where he's like, okay, I know how to use my powers. Kind of.
You could fix that if you find the controls.
And then reach whatever's draining power without getting.
He gets to a point where he doesn't hurt himself every time he uses his powers.
Saw me.
Ow.
In an air vent.
Because that's how it starts out. Every time he uses them to begin with, he breaks a finger, he breaks a hand.
You're a huntress.
He gets to a point where he hurts himself to an extent where he actually has to stop hurting himself when he uses his powers. So they tell him to stop using his powers in general. Or it'll, like, give him permanent repercussions. He wouldn't be able to use the hand.
Light him up!
It's very intense. And there's a little bit of filler.
Yeah.
But every anime has filler episodes.
Oh.
Especially if it's called Naruto or Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Or Bleach.
Like everyone was bullets missed.
Which I never really got into.
I did, but to a certain extent.
I was more of the
Well, I stopped watching a certain season.
Yu Yu Hakusho was my thing when I was younger.
Yeah. I watched that one too.
I watched that, I watched Dragon Ball, I watched Naruto.
Ironic.
The electrical junction is
Rurouni
damaged.
Kenshin.
I recommend searching for an alternative.
What is the other one? I watched a little bit of Sailor Moon. Like all of the 90s animes, basically. I watched a little bit of every one of them. Even Fist of the North Star, which is one I can never find DVDs. I can't find the dub anywhere.
Let's try again.
In some animes, the dubs kind of suck.
That's one of them, but I kind of just want to watch that.
They got me back, but I'm okay.
And there's a certain dub of Dragon Ball that's awful.
Yeah.
They call it the Ocean dub.
Meet Valeria. Or Vidaria. Valeria.
Captain Atani.
Eventually, I'll start getting these
Warming up the drive
pronunciations
core,
right.
but we need more juice.
Malaria.
We're on it, Captain.
Good.
Like the disease.
The Valiant ship is still out there somewhere. We've lost so many, and Matriarch Ashara. It can't be for nothing.
Some engineer
Data pack.
left before she could clean up her workbench.
These components were taken from ARC systems,
Yeah,
used
sorry,
in power
sword.
distribution.
Explains the
It's
problems
a
we're
melee
having.
weapon.
Worth gutting the arm.
I explained to Mark that the last time we recorded that Destiny has swords. And he's like, that's so cool.
What is it?
It's like nails on glass.
Looks like an observation deck.
For observing the mess they made of the place?
People must have evacuated from the deck beyond.
Thank the goddess, you're all right. Here, this is what's draining the power.
What is this thing?
It looks like the Ket attack sheared off some hull plating. Then someone rigged up this Mass Effect field device. The field's so strong, it holds the hull together. It would help people evacuate the deck beyond.
Mass Effect.
Whoever built this was smart. Probably saved a lot of lives.
I pray she got out safe.
That deck's deserted now. We have to turn the device off.
I tried pulling the plug, but nothing. Can you scan it? Maybe
No.
your Sam can figure it out.
Maybe you're saying
The device requires 2 people for shutdown. One
That's
disconnecting
literally
the
a Mass
cables,
Effect
and
device.
another at the device itself.
I'll
You see a
handle the
Mass Effect
device.
core.
Caution. Once begun,
Actually, I think
the
you have
fail-safe
seen
cycle
one.
must be completed,
I think so,
or the
yeah.
device will fuse.
I can scan her omnitool thingy.
there's no data on it.
Wait, is it actually that color? Yeah, it's actually that color. I'm gonna scan up here first. Oh, I'm supposed to be disconnecting these. Okay.
Ready, Vidaria? Disconnecting the first cable now.
Cat!
Watch the device. We'll handle them.
We need you, Vidaria. You can do this. Watch the glass. Don't bother! We've got mag boots, they don't!
Really? Aw, it ain't working.
That would be cool.
Yeah, really? Instant shoot at the glass.
You tried it.
Why don't you break? Wait, is there a weakened
They're
one
down.
somewhere else?
Okay, next cable, ready when you are.
Whatever that purple swirling stuff was, I don't...
That's what's holding... That's what the device is doing.
Ah,
That's what Mass Effect energy looks like.
well.
In a sense, that's what this is.
Second cable. We're getting there. More Ket. Take him down.
Goddess, how many came aboard?
What?
That was kind of a cool shield bash. That character you were looking like it's doing a whole lot. Oh, there we go.
I hear him, I just don't see him.
Huh.
Wow.
They're not on your little thing.
No cable.
Working on the last cable.
Another attack. They're desperate, Ryder. This must be the last of them.
That was kind of big. Well, easy to think.
Okay.
head exploded.
This is their last
Someone's
stand.
behind me.
Break through.
Oh dang, he's right behind me. He just fell.
Bolstering all
That
shields.
might be part of the glitches they've been trying to fix.
Actually, I think that was a power she was using.
Shield boost enabled.
Well, that was weird. That was like Power Rangers. They just like called out their
The
thing.
device can now be deactivated.
That noise. It's gone.
If anyone asks, it was like that when we got here.
That's why I like her.
Captain Atandra, Ryder, the drive course coming online. You did it. A few minutes, and we're out of here.
Can we still go to FTL if there's, say, a big hull breach down here?
The maneuver I've planned should hold us together. If the FTL burn doesn't, we'll have to cope. Sarissa here. Superb work, all of you. We're almost home.
It's really over. I should go and help. There might be something I can do.
You helped save this whole arc. Not bad for your first big mission.
Sarissa should be proud, Vidaria. You'll be one hell of a commando.
You'd know, Lieutenant. Thank you for everything. Goddess guide you.
Pathfinder, restoring power has freed up your data cache. It includes the succession log from Matriarch Ishara.
Can you access it?
Forget the data. I need you. The barrier's collapsing. Ishara, they'll tear the
Well, that's a
Earth
neat
apart.
little effect there.
That data is the only
When he
thing
moves
that
his
my
face,
files
the
hide.
collar around his
Reinforcements approaching, Pathfinder
thing is
Ishara.
moving.
Sarissa, my Samcam.
You don't see that very often. Most video games, they'll just go right through it.
Yeah.
I have to save them, even if I can't save. Forgive me.
To YouTube.
Tiamna used to mean guardian of temples. A champion who stayed faithful even when all was lost. Sarissa left her to die.
Don't know if I should defend her or say she screwed up. I'll let you choose this one.
I don't know. It's weird when the choice is that
Defender Pathfinder when it matters.
that far apart.
After everything she wrote on duty, sacrifice. Damn it all, Ryder. What do I do?
First, we...
Atandra here. The cat hunters blindsided us. They have a dropship headed for the breach on Deck 12.
How long until we have FTL?
Too long. Sarissa's coming to help. Push him back.
Helmets on, people.
Oh yeah, because you have to go into space, basically.
Yeah.
I get why you don't float off everywhere now, though.
Caution.
Yeah.
The
I
mass
agree.
effect field device is still connected.
You use them like crazy in the first game.
May affect local
It does make
matters.
sense.
Could be useful.
That's new.
Keep your mag boots active.
And watch the giant hole!
Why?
What's gonna happen? Oh, that's a neat effect.
What?
The sound's muffled.
Everyone hang
Well, that was...
Got reinforcements.
Probably should have saved that. Oh well.
That's kind of realistic, sort of. Except there wouldn't be any sound in space. Especially not with a giant hole inside of the ship. That looks dangerous.
See those weird bubble-looking things?
Yeah.
I think that's actually the waves leaving the gun, like kind of a sound wave.
Yeah. That actually is kind of neat.
Ryder, the Valiant's sending more Kets. Sarissa's almost there. Don't let up.
That was another ship. There's like two.
Get a better angle. Not really a better angle, but this works.
Must be the Valiant himself.
Take him down.
It said the Valiant on the screen.
Oh, I'm assuming it's that guy.
Yeah, the guy with the big orb around him.
Ow.
That was dangerous. He's shooting from the little orb thing, it looks like.
The Asari thief hides behind her minions. She is their puppeteer. She will be judged as they are.
Why does he sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
As long as he doesn't say, what killed the dinosaurs, I'm good.
Get to the chopper.
I like how he actually says that in one of the Expendables movies. That's like, fine.
The whole part with him and Chuck Norris kind of cracks me up in the third one.
Yeah.
And the part where they get in the smart car.
I'll be back. You've been back enough. I forgot who said that. I think it was, I think Bruce Willis.
Those are really good movies. Like, they're good.
Shut the hell up.
What is the word I should use? They're good movies to watch when you don't have anything else to watch. Because they're not good movies, but they're good movies. Like, you almost feel bad for watching.
I think he glitched.
You almost feel bad for liking them.
Yeah.
What the heck? Is that a teleporting gun?
I guess, looks like it. Don't hit me. Oh, he still hit me.
It's a wave thing. Man, that's like some of the bosses in Destiny. There's a thing in Destiny 2 called a wizard. It might be in the first one too. But they do stuff like that. They're a lot easier to take down. That was
face shot. I think that last movie did was like a last ditch save.
Forget.
Yeah.
Launch everything. Kill the owl.
Sarissa.
Oh, that's one way to get rid of him.
Incoming fire.
The cutscenes look so good in this game. I don't
Like the
know.
Battle of Kirkus, there's still a chance.
Like certain parts of it, I guess.
Lieutenant, please.
There's another person here that can do that. If only they could do this in gameplay.
It's a gigantic shield.
Like at Star Wars The Force Unleashed. How he can just pull a ship out of the sky, but he can't do it during gameplay.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
He doesn't seem that powerful when you're just playing.
And oddly enough, getting killed by random enemies. When in actuality, he probably has the strength to lift someone up and just throw him up into space.
A skeleton.
That's like in Supergirl, when she struggles fighting somebody and you're just like, you could literally just punch them into space.
Yeah.
Why are you struggling?
I wanted to thank
Unless
you
it's
both.
another Kryptonian.
That was
then makes
exemplary
sense.
work. I'm proud.
Like, she actually fights Superman. That one,
Sarissa.
you know, you can understand that.
Yeah.
The log survived. Then her final moments won't be lost.
You deserted your Pathfinder. You should be better than...
I chose protecting all these people over a single life. The choice they train us to make, Lieutenant.
But you didn't tell anyone.
Because then you wouldn't be their shining hero. And maybe that's how it should be.
Being a Pathfinder means giving them hope. Ryder, you know this, don't you?
Yeah, we should keep this quiet. We don't need another mutiny.
It's over. Bringing up what happened won't do any good.
Is that justice?
Is that for you to decide?
Sorry, but we need to prep for the Nexus approach. We've got a hell of a story for them.
You should know. The Nexus is going to throw you the party of a lifetime. You can raise a glass
What?
to the fallen. And to a better future.
We don't walk an easy road. I hope we both find what we're looking for.
Come on, Ryder. We're good here.
Well, we got another arc. My guy was walking like a douche. Pulled his hands behind his back.
He's like, I'm done here.
It's funny, I own Destiny 1. I still haven't played it a lot.
I've only gotten to level 8 on the first one.
I think ditto.
On the second one, I got to like...
Can I just do
almost
today
20.
over again?
I almost got to beating the
not
story
run
mode,
away
and then
from
I
my
stopped playing
duty.
because Assassin's Creed Origins came out.
I put so much faith in Sarissa. But the Asari were just as lost as we are.
We know our mission. I think we're finding our way pretty well.
Should have known better than to say that to a Pathfinder. Thank you for being there, on the Lucinia. Can I tell you something?
Go for it.
Sure.
The old man was right to choose you as Pathfinder instead. I don't blaze a trail. I always look for the mentor, their plan. As a Pathfinder, my mistakes would be worse than Sarissa's.
Yeah, I'm not flirting with her.
Sarissa? She lied just to stay a hero. You fight, you save lives, and you don't need applause for doing it.
That isn't...
It is true. Deal with it.
Look, neither of us chose this. But maybe we both ended up where we needed to be. Even if we lost your father. But it's happened. If you can't outrun it, gotta use it.
What did you...
He said something like that once. Still true. I need to think a bit. But I'll be okay. And on deck, whenever you need me.
Cool. Phoebe. Oh, dang. Apparently I leveled up a lot. Actually, probably need to work on my combat. Assault rifle, might as well build that all the way up. I'll do that one.
You were at level 31.
Sniper rifle. Takes a flank cannon. 180. Dang. Biotics. Tech. I'll just save it. Dang. I really have been holding off.
Yeah, this is something you have to do every now and then.
Yeah.
Just kind of raising everything.
8. Put one here. That one. And jaw. There's probably more on some of these other ones. 14.
The ones you use more, probably.
Yeah. Shields restored on melee hit.
That dang train.
Yeah.
At least it's not the dogs next door.
Yeah.
The train will eventually go away. God, dude. They left those dogs out there the other day for like the whole night.
Dang.
It was awful. A squirrel moved in the yard and they just went nuts. Because one of them's like a Jack Russell and the other one's probably lived with it so long and just does it too.
Yeah. Dang, he's level 31. Phoebe. Six. Survivalist. I can't. Duelist. Might as well. Wasabi. Can't do his yet. Overload. Frag grenade. Overload. Works well against electronics. There. Journal. Allies. Later. I'd rather get hers done.
In the armory.
Okay. Somebody wants to talk to me. Good tune. Wait a second. Okay. Forgot that pie jack. My pet. Yeah, back there, that weird ball thing is a Mass Effect core.
Hey, Drac. Devil's advocate, okay?
Go for it.
That sounded
Damn
like
it,
Idris
Sam.
Elba.
What's going on?
I get influence with power players, only to have it squandered by a sister calling in favors under my name. Do you know she got the genome for... Oh, what is it? Cats. Pulled from storage. 1, there's no place to grow anything right now. 2, it seems they aren't even a food. So why?
Lots of people love cats. They make them happy.
I don't think we're in a position to put amusement over necessities. She just doesn't think. Tries to help everyone, damn the consequences. And she thinks what we do is so exciting, but doesn't really understand what it takes.
Because what we do is exciting. We make people's lives better.
You make it sound so wonderful. We see some real shit.
But we don't quit. Because what we do matters.
It does, doesn't it? Even on the worst days, knowing we make a difference.
To make a difference is probably all Sid wants.
But what if she gets herself into another mess? What if she gets hurt?
Just think of it this way. She can be your partner in crime. A sidekick.
Yeah, one who can't stop talking. I'm really looking forward to that. Thanks for helping me with this. I swear, my sister isn't going to drag us into an ambush again.
Good to know.
Hopefully not.
Frankly, if bullets are flying towards me, it better be my fault.
I don't know. I've played D&D with you. It usually is. Actually,
it just depends on what character I'm playing as.
Actually, I was going to say, most of it's Tanner.
Yeah. I don't know, that big gang fight was pretty fun. And I think I started that one.
I think so.
What are your terms of surrender? Choke and die. And I defended myself to Mark afterwards. He goes, why were you so hostile right there? I said, you made a guy threaten a barbarian and a Goliath. How did you think I was going to react? He goes, well...
Oh, did you see the messages earlier?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be leveling up.
Good enough. Now, at least now everybody will be the same level as my sorcerer. He was level 3 when he came into the campaign.
Well, I think he's going to wait until, like, the end of the session to level everybody up.
Yeah, I don't see why.
I don't know.
Which I was talking to him, I told him he should start doing a milestone thing.
Well, I think what he's going to do is he's going to start doing it, like, after every fight.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally fine with.
Leveling up after
every fight.
Well,
not leveling up after every fight, but he's going to start giving us experience with every fight, like a normal D&D game.
Yeah, I started to say, after every fight, we'll be like level 30 before...
We're going to be awesome!
Tanner will be starting fights everywhere.
Starting and finishing.
Yeah.
Because Mark's trying to push him into being a dreadnought.
Yeah.
Which, I was told one of the most powerful characters you can make in D&D is a dreadnought monk.
Pretty much.
And he's not a monk, but if he wants him to be a dreadnought, that still makes him a little overpowered.
Yeah.
With all the stuff he's got now.
In a sense, I think my barbarian's a little broken. Not in a bad way.
just a tad bit.
Well, because he's ungodly strong and he's ungodly sneaky. Freaking running across the battlefield like a ninja.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen that, that's actually one of it. It's on video.
Yeah.
On Quest and Quips.
Drac. Bar fight.
You know, Kadara ain't half bad. Nexus could learn a thing or two.
The charlatan?
Who do you think the charlatan could be?
Anyone or no one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'd rather get behind a story than face reality.
Don't have too much fun.
We'll see.
Phoebe.
You are my new best friend.
What about me?
Ah, Ryder. I'd like to introduce you to my new best friend. What's your name again?
Samrick.
Right. Samrick here's been so sympathetic about Pock being stolen. He used to run with our pal Kalinda, and he knows where her crews congregate. Safe houses, rallying points, etc.
Well, that makes Samrick a truly important person.
He's having some trouble understanding that.
Look, I appreciate the drinks and the flattery and all, but Kalinda doesn't take kindly to people discussing her business interests. She busted me up pretty bad when she kicked me out of her outfit. I don't really want to repeat.
You might have more immediate fears, don't you think?
You've survived what Kalinda dishes out, but you have no idea what Ryder can do. And after you spill your guts, Kalinda will punish you herself for talking anyway.
That worries me. That was the nice option.
All right. Shit.
If I would have chose the other one, it would have been the more...
Thanks, Ryder.
I want to say violent one, but it's probably the most tactical.
I'll know where to look for
But yeah, that one was the nice one. You haven't seen what I can do. Apparently my character turned into the Punisher.
For a second there, I thought he was going to like hang him off a building or something like Batman.
Well, no, I've seen my character do a bar fight. That was pretty good.
Speaking of Batman, that is getting intense.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to end the last time.
How many episodes are left?
2.
Oh.
Because that was episode 3. There's 5 in this season.
What am I doing?
Unless they end up making an extra one, which I would be totally fine with that.
For a split second, I forgot I was playing PlayStation. Keeping Phoebe. So Switch, not Cora.
So for Christmas, I have an expanded hard drive for my Xbox.
I know.
It's amazing.
Heather told me.
6 terabytes.
Heather told me.
Yeah, I was there when she bought it. She had me make sure I could use that one specifically.
Yeah.
She was like, you can't get it until Christmas, but you'll know it's there. I was like, that makes it worse. Knowing it's there and I can't use it.
This is why part of the reason most of the presents I got for... Well, the presents I got from Mark, Lindsay, and Elliot are not at the house.
That was weird.
Am I even supposed to be here?
No, the thing I got for Mark was kind of just... I accidentally ended up buying him 2 things because I forgot I bought him another one.
Oh.
So one of them is just kind of random.
I actually forgot what planet I was on. Kadar, okay. Was not supposed to be here. So I basically have to leave the planet again. Gets my nerves.
That's weird. Oh yeah, you can get in that and then go into the ship.
Yeah.
I forgot you could do that. It's like, how
I really don't feel like turning around.
This is a very fast, or a very slow fast travel thing.
Yeah. The thing is, I can't go on freaking hyperdrive in port.
They could.
But
Just
you
wouldn't.
probably have the same effect as in Lilo and Stitch whenever Stitch hit hyperdrive. The saying of that big ship. There's another reference.
It is possible. It just isn't recommended.
I gotta point something out again, though. I still find it hilarious. Mark thinks I'm a very dirty person on the channel. He's made more dirty references than I have. Because before I joined you guys, he said, okay, I'm going to need you to cut down on some of your jokes. Mark's made jokes that are very testy.
Well, that, and I was just like...
And granted, he's offended more people than I have in this channel.
He's had, like, multiple people going, I'm gonna unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Like, no, Mark, shut up. Stop making it worse.
Interesting planet.
Oh, God.
Elliot.
What was that one? I think it was while we were playing...
Season 1 Batman.
That wasn't even the one I was thinking. I was thinking the Dragon Ball one.
It was definitely the one I was thinking of. That one stood out.
The Dragon Ball one was the one where he was, like, offending the dude because of the way he was spelling things. I was like, oh, dear God, Mark.
I still think the Batman one was worse. I remember the episode, too. It was when he was in the Arkham and he met John.
I don't think I remember that.
We'll go back and watch it. Me and you were... Because Mark was being so bad at explaining himself. Me and you both was sitting on the side doing this.
When we have to, like, face palm,
Yeah.
that's when it's bad. Because we're both pretty normal.
I mean, I would have said, Mark, shut up, you make it worse, but... Yeah.
This month's Geek Feel is huge again.
Dang. Are we over next week, or...?
Instead of coloring it out by address, I just wrote it on the phone.
I recognize where we're at.
They stuffed the dang Geek Fuel into my mailbox.
Yeah, I know. I was here, remember?
Oh, yeah. I had to, like, pry it out of there.
I'm usually here before Mark is.
That made me so mad. I was like, why did they just put it in there?
What am I doing?
Apparently, it's the same guy that lost my freaking hair color that I ordered. Because I'm going to have to recolor my hair because it's faded. So I ordered the the next set of hair color. And it didn't get here when it was supposed to. It was delivered to 25th Street, which is like a good ways across town. It was my purple hair color was delivered to a pediatric place. And I'm sure they opened it up and were like, why?
Again,
Temperature at the
well.
paradise is currently 32 degrees Celsius.
I think it's the same dude that stuck the freaking geek fuel in there. Because we normally have a woman on our route, and she'll walk everything to the back porch. Because she's nice.
And he actually does it. And she actually did hit her job.
Yeah. But the dude just leaves it in the mailbox. Or if he... I guess he misread the freaking address on my hair color stuff, because that was ridiculous. I actually called the post office today about it.
Maybe.
They were just like,
I think you are.
we're going to have to look up to see who the driver was on here. Oh my god. Like this dude has done bad things before.
Yeah.
Everyone's
It's like someone, highster driver at one of my first jobs. He is the main reason I stopped working there and I started working at Derby.
So, trouble at the colony?
One, because he's almost hit me 3 times. He's nearly jousted the head heister operator with one of those pole heisters while he was parked. Not the guy with the pole heister, but his supervisor. In the end, you know, got him fired. Drugs.
Oh my god.
He's nearly killed multiple people. Got fired for drugs.
I got
actually
hit by one of our forklift drivers that worked twice in a day. And he's still there.
Lord is leaving the colony for a reason. She's tough. But that's
Another thing I caught him doing was he drove his heister with his feet. He was standing in the seat of the heister, his arms on the roof, driving with his one foot.
Tough bastards like you?
Everyone needs
OSHA would have a field day.
Yeah. That didn't get him fired.
We actually had a forklift driver at work that unloaded trucks and stuff. And he was blind.
We all
in
came
one
here
of
with
his
our
eyes.
pasts and our baggage.
Like fully blind.
Such deep conflicts.
And waited to tell me until he left to go to Valker in Charleston.
You don't believe me?
He's like, yeah, I'm blind when I... You couldn't tell, though. I was like, I definitely could tell.
He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Like I said, if people shoot at me, it better be my own fault.
What was that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Drac must have headbutted something. Kroblin's headbutt a lot of things. Have you seen their foreheads? It's like a giant hammer. Can you put this nail in?
I was watching somebody play something the other day, and it was... They were like, oh, look who found the headbutt button, and you just saw this one person in the background just like, BAM! Knocking people out in one hit. Because it was a game where you can play with friends and stuff, and you can like pick up the person, and you have to like throw them down this area to knock them off the ring and take out all the people. It's called Gang Beasts. You can get it for like the PlayStation.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
We could actually play it on our channel. I just don't see it. We have so much going on right now anyway.
Yeah. Too many priorities.
I was thinking about adding Tanner and Brandon into our normal videos. As a way to like
They'll be looking for
make it
scrap.
to where we don't have to cram so many videos into every other Friday. It would definitely help a lot. And I know that it would help because Tanner's actually funny.
Yeah.
And if he watches this, that's definitely gonna stroke his ego. But it's fine.
Trying to look on my memory.
See, me and Mark were talking about, like,
one of your father's memories is now accessible.
if there was a series that we do right now that gets us famous, which one would it be? And I was like, definitely D&D.
Yeah.
I was like, with all the guys just goofing off, it would definitely be that one.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much all Quest and Quips is. It's us goofing off doing a story that Mark made up.
Yeah.
Because my character is basically a serial killer.
My character is basically the Hulk.
And we're not superheroes.
Yeah.
By any means.
If anything, we're basically a different version of the Suicide Squad.
My take of it was, we're technically the heroes, but we don't mean to be. Like, we're sort of anti-heroes.
Yeah.
The team that my first thought was, like, that's very similar, was actually the X-Force from Marvel. Because they're not really heroes, but they're not really villains.
In a sense, we also think of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, sort of. Guardians was the first one I used as a thing, but they're more heroic than our characters.
Yeah. I don't know. Groot and Rocket are kind of questionable.
Like, my character gets in binds and he just stabs people.
Yeah. My guy collects body parts.
Yeah, your guy is a questionable serial killer.
And uses them. Also, the whole serial killer is kind of a gray area with raiders. And like I said before, my guy was raised by raiders.
And, I mean, technically I would be a serial killer. Technically, Tanner is a serial killer.
So, honestly, all we can really label ourselves is psychopaths, sociopaths, stuff like that.
I mean, Suicide Squad.
So far, we do not have a schizo yet.
Similar, but
notice I said yet.
I was gonna say not.
There's always that first. There's also my station.
I think Mark would be on that front on yours.
Yeah.
Not to spoil anything.
Abandoned. They scuttled everything.
I call that parking.
While we're here, might as well search it.
I like how instead of doing an animation where you just get out of the car, they just teleport you outside of it.
Ah.
Ryder, he's got Pock. She's broken, though.
Guess Kalinda didn't take very good care of her.
Hey, I don't want any trouble. I found the site abandoned. By scavenger law, it's all mine.
Yeah, right. You made that up.
Scavenger law? Scavengers get to make up the laws? No, then you could just make up new ones. Well, I'm a businessman, you see, so I'm willing to sell if you see anything you like.
How much for that broken observer?
What, this thing? Yeah, it may look trashed, but I assure you it's easy to fix right up. In fact, I could do it myself and make a killing, so no discounts.
Right. This guy's gonna put her back together.
Did you see where the crew that used this site went?
No. They were trouble, though. Led by a pain-in-the-ass Asari with the meanest spit Krogan toady. They've been picking remnant sites clean all over.
That sounds like my guy.
But they screwed up and left some choice items here, though.
You ever hear of an Asari named...
That's basically your team.
That's the pain-in-the-ass Asari I stupidly mentioned. Please don't tell her I called her that, or next time I see her, it's my ass.
Yeah? So you better do right by us.
Let's get down to business.
Okay, look, what do you think is fair for the Observer?
Take this.
That's not how selling things works.
Yep, that'll do.
Yep, that'll do.
I'll get her to the Tempest.
No Eternians are more brave than
Thank you,
this.
Ryder. Maybe this Kalinda nightmare is over.
Don't start going...
Normally when you sell things, you don't go, what do you think is a fair price?
Regardless, I can upgrade my revenue.
What do you want to pay for this?
Yeah, my normal go-to thing in these games like this is like, you live? Yeah.
this thing, Tanner shared it on Facebook. It says, Applebee's is apparently trying to kill everyone by offering $1 Long Island iced teas.
How?
Because they're very alcoholic. Those look like
Yeah, I've only drunk alcohol once, and that was like 5% alcohol, so it didn't count.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of those Mike's Hard Lemonades.
Yeah.
I think they're actually 6%.
Oh wow, 1 extra percent.
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference. It's not like that whiskey Mark barged in here after that one day.
Phoebe's been looking for you.
That cracks me up because I've never seen him just come in and ask for the strongest liquor in my fridge.
There you are.
Yeah.
Hi.
I was like, wait, what?
Okay, who stole Peebee and put you in her clothes?
Not funny.
It's a little funny.
Okay, it's a little funny. I received this.
Hey, babe. Sorry I broke your pet. It lacked versatility. Couldn't keep up. Maybe I'll do the same with your other new toy. Ta.
She means me.
She means you.
I got that.
Really?
That was a little immediate.
Oh, I don't know. It's not that she took my bot and broke her. We got Puck back and I repaired her. Better than ever. Now my scanner's fully upgraded and sweeping the cluster for remnant signals. We won.
So what's the problem?
It's just drummed up feelings I thought I'd put behind me. Turns out I just buried them. This is what happens when you
Have
let
you seen
people
the new
in.
trailer for Infinity War?
Acquire baggage.
Yeah.
So
Travel
good.
light, damn it.
Oh, I know.
No baggage.
I've watched it like 4 times.
Letting people in can be life-changing. In the best way. In a never-been-done way.
This thing
want
says
to,
Deadpool was disgusting, vile, and crude.
don't.
You know what? I'm gonna watch it.
Problem with strings.
Or I'm just gonna watch it even harder.
I let Kalinda become important to me. Look where that ended up. Now you've become, or you're becoming, important. But you need to know, I resist checking out of this hotel every day.
With accommodations like these, I don't blame you.
You are funny.
There's a Batman
I just need a little
Ninja
space.
anime coming out.
Wow.
Hopefully, my now REM-tech-infused scanner will pick up something amazing and make all this Kalinda trouble worthwhile.
Oh, India's gonna get Infinity War earlier. For some reason. Okay. This says, who's the most powerful female character in Marvel DC? I don't know.
Now, what's the question?
Who is the most powerful female character in Marvel or DC?
That's arguable.
With Marvel...
But to me, in a sense, Marvel would be Rogue. Why? Because she can copy anyone's abilities.
Well, Rogue and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel is pretty overpowered.
Yeah.
And they're making it worse now that they're putting in her in the Avengers movies. Now she's even more powerful. Yeah. They gave her like extra powers in the new comics. And then you have Wonder Woman and Supergirl.
Yeah.
They're kind of even.
Yeah.
Except Supergirl's a little bit further because Superman would technically be considered stronger than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And she's stronger than Superman.
Yeah.
Just because she's a woman.
And she didn't spend as much time on Earth.
Yeah.
Either that or something. When she got pushed through the Phantom Zone, it rewrote her DNA.
I think it has something to do...
And she absorbed solar rays better than he does.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Her body is, like her genetic makeup, she can actually absorb the solar rays better and faster. It has something to do with her being a woman. I think is what it is.
I think the biggest thing was really just the Phantom Zone rerouting her DNA.
Like, I think they explained it as, like, the realistic women who mature faster than men.
Yeah. That's probably what that is.
I think that's what it is. Which makes sense.
Yeah. What I don't get is, from orbit, this planet looks burnt to a crisp, but right there is vegetation.
That's normal price, and they're advertising it as a sale.
Well,
that's what I paid.
You get more for the bundle.
That's what I paid for mine.
Like I said, do you get more with a bundle?
I don't know.
Let me know when you do.
Oh, the only difference is this: you can get one that comes with Super Mario Brothers 2.
Ah.
Because I already have mine. I paid $79.99 for, and that's what they're selling it for. And I got Mario Kart 7 preloaded on there.
I find it awesome and crazy that they're making a few original Xbox games backward compatible. A few of them.
Yeah, I saw that there was a tiny list of it.
Granted, one of my favorite ones is on there, on that list. Psychonauts.
I've heard a lot of good things about Psychonauts.
I'd beat it. It is fun. One of the main characters is played by the person who plays Invader Zim.
Yeah, I remember the voice, because I've seen a little bit of stuff about it.
Yeah.
If that should have come to me.
Axel, I'm alright.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the cat. He risked
And I shot
his
someone in
life
the face.
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
Beforehand, I said
want
something
to be
really
allies.
awesome.
Equal.
I'm still nerding out about that, and that was
You don't
months
even
ago.
treat your own
Those
equally. Isn't that why the Krogan left?
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel. He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
This bothers me.
I'll prove we can be trusted.
This movie's coming out. It doesn't have a lot of famous
Ryder,
actors or
we
anything
just
in it.
received an emergency recording
And
from
it doesn't
Elon.
seem to be that
Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
that good of a movie. And it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't see how people can pass judgment on movies like this and haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, see, that's what ruined Justice League before it even came out.
Yeah.
It was because Rotten Tomatoes gave it a bad review, and people trust Rotten Tomatoes now more than they should.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you should just watch the movie first before you make judgment on it. Because I was really, really leery about the Power Rangers movie.
But for all people know, Rotten Tomatoes is probably ran by 100 different people who has different viewpoints on movies. Like, let me think. There's movies that I like that Mark hates. I like scary movies. Mark does not. Well, he does, but he doesn't. Certain ones he likes.
Well, that's like Heather. You know, we're married, and there's movies that she likes that I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, she loves the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. I can't stand it. I don't even want to be anywhere near a DVD copy of it.
Been gracious.
Dragon Ball Evolution. She loves that movie. I can't stand
I've
it.
never lied to
Being a Dragon Ball fan, it's not even a Dragon Ball movie.
Pathfinder,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala.
The only thing I like about that Dragon Ball movie
I was removed from
was
cryo
the actors.
specifically for this.
Not the movie itself,
Quite
just the
wake-up
actors.
If it had a...
Like, for example, the guy who played Piccolo.
Jumping out of the crowd.
I didn't
I
like...
like him as an actor, not as that character.
Yeah, not as that character.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love him as a specific actor, not as Mr. Freeze.
Definitely not as Mr. Freeze.
The new Lex Luthor. I like his actor, not as Lex Luthor.
I don't know. Because they're slowly starting
I'm not
to
gonna like this,
like
am I?
develop his character.
No more
I'll put it this way: if he gets bigger and stays bald, I'll understand. But not the way he was in Batman vs Superman.
He was a little more Joker in Batman v
No, to me, he was a little more Scarecrow.
What happened?
It was kind of weird because he had that like crazy psychotic thing about him, but he also was kind
I'm
of like
concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it.
meticulous and
I don't have the
things
staff
like
to
Lex
spare.
Luthor is. So it was confusing.
Yeah.
I can go settle
It's
things.
fine. I don't know what
I'm
they're saying.
friendly face
I'm
for both
agreeing to
sides.
whatever she asked me to do. I want you to go stab a baby. I'll do it.
Sure.
It's for all I know, that's what she said. But
How many of our
all the
people
people
have
at the
they been
joke don't get offended by what I just said.
He doesn't actually stab babies.
No.
Scientists, engineers, and scholars.
Maybe. I wouldn't actually know.
I don't.
I don't know what you do in your personal time.
Mostly play Xbox and watch Netflix.
Tan wants me to push for social visits.
And watch movies with my
holding my
dad.
ground. We need to move
Sometimes
at
go to my
their
cousin's house
pace.
hanging out.
They've been
That's it.
extraordinarily gracious, all things considered.
I got my sister
I'll
good.
take whatever they're willing to
Why
give.
don't you ever visit me? Why don't you ever visit me?
That's like on
all
Thanksgiving. My family was
I'm
like,
here if you need
"Why don't you ever come over to my house?" My grandma was like, "You've never seen the house that I lived in, or that I live in." I was like, "That's because you move every 6 months." And I was like, a phone works both ways.
But you can go on FaceTime and like, look at my house, look at my house, look at my house.
That exists now. That technology works.
Yeah. One thing I like about FaceTime, let's say you're in the middle of something private and they see the person you're talking to in the same room as you, like, hey, who's that? Turns out someone they hate. That's what I hate about FaceTime, where you're hanging out, let's say you're hanging out with someone that the person you're talking to on the phone hates, and on FaceTime they see him like, why are you talking with them? And they get all offended. That gets on my nerves. Which is why I never use FaceTime. That and a big
I would
test.
like to use it more on my phone.
And ever since that hurricane came through, I have a crappy signal. Oddly enough, not when I'm in my room. In my room, I have 3 bars. In the house itself...
Oh, at the new place?
Yeah.
Huh.
To me, oddly enough, I feel like my room's insulated so well. Even when it's cold, I barely have to... Yeah, turn that.
Yeah, Mark said that you enjoyed the place a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm sure you like not living in a basement.
Yeah. Insulation's better where I'm sleeping now. Got a distress call.
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
Prodromos.
This is the initiative outpost Prodromos on Eos. We're in need of assistance.
That's a mouthful.
Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you.
Good to know.
Going dark until it's resolved. We're not
I need
giving
you,
up
Obi-Wan
Eos again.
Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Keep the nav fresh. I'll be on the bridge soon.
Understood.
Talk to somebody.
Da, 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 da. Did Mark tell you about the consideration of making Kenny's character
Hey there,
into
what's
a
new?
woman?
No.
Funny you should ask.
That was a
I mean,
consideration
if
he
I
had.
had something
And then
really
he was also
important
like,
to do, could I count on you to
if
help?
he doesn't
Come
show,
along?
Tiffany and Heather have wanted to play.
Important?
I could just,
Or
and then Heather
stress
had
relief
this
important?
stupid thing that she was like,
This time,
he's not really
important.
going to do this. She's like,
Thanks
but
to my newly remnant augmented
you know,
scanner,
he was
I'm
willing to
onto
turn the
something.
character into a
Hear
girl.
that
Why wouldn't
signal?
he just like have the
Best I
spell
can
go
tell, it's
wrong and
coming
have the
from a
character
piece
have
of raw
2 heads, and then me
programming
and Tiffany can play
A
both
building block
sides.
in unused
And he was like, he loved the
Nice
idea. He was
bulge
like, I
thinking what
really
we might
like
be able to
that.
learn from it.
He was like, the spell could just go
It's
wrong
like a
and something
Remtech wild
happens.
card.
I was like, oh dear God.
I have to get it. There's no time to waste, right?
Okay.
That's it? No preamble, no further interrogations, just okay? You're in?
I'm in.
Yes! That your game means the world to me. Loading the coordinates into the galaxy map. Consider me primed and ready.
Okay.
Depending on who you're talking to, that sounded naughty.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that could have went 2 different ways.
What the heck was that noise? It's like a freaking alien going...
I'm just not going to question.
I questioned everything. When I was little, I used to question about Santa Claus. Let me get this straight. A fat man breaks in the house and eat all the cookies. I'd rather have the cookies.
My parents just didn't tell me there was a Santa Claus. They were like, we didn't want to let you down. I was like, sweet.
I dodged a bullet here a while back. When my little cousin said, "Where do doggies go when they die?" Yeah.
That's a little bit of a question.
Yeah, I told him. They get turned into elves. That's why they're short and have 20 ears. From then on, my cousin calls his elf on the shelf Zoe. We make fun of children for believing in Santa.
It's true, though. I know people that have these coolers.
Yeah, they ain't worth $300.
No, you can buy a cheaper one at Walmart.
Yeah. You can get a styrofoam one for like $5.
Yeah, the styrofoam ones actually work for a while.
Oh, I know.
Until you hit them too hard against something and they get dented.
Why did I click on that?
God, my nephew is chubby. I wasn't even on camera. I only held him that one time. It was for like 10 seconds.
It's funny, the first time I held any of my nephews, they fell asleep in my arms.
He was about to cry, so I was just like, here.
That's probably he's looking away like, can you get him? I accidentally left the galaxy. Sorry, star systems.
My niece, I was trying to get her to like come to me, like hug me and stuff, and she was just like,
no.
She just gave me this look like, I don't know who you are. I was like, that's depressing and good at the same time.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, we got copyright claiming the crap out of for that Mario Kart video.
Why?
Apparently, the music in the game is copyrighted. I was like, dear God.
Really? Did it get flagged?
No, it didn't get flagged. It just got... we got a couple of copyright things on there. They're not strikes either. It's just like...
Well, let this slide once, but don't do it again. Is that what this is?
Well, actually, it's more of... They want to make money off your video. I was like, okay.
Wake up, baby. Your mystery signal awaits.
Yeah, Question Clips has a full-on Facebook page.
Yeah. Actually, could
We
you
have
come
14
to
likes.
my place straight away?
But we have like a more professional picture than...
Hey,
Don't
any
look
luck
that
finding a
bad.
place to land?
Nothing yet. Might take a while.
Okay, PB, be right there.
This'll be interesting.
I'm
PB,
going to send this in the D&D group.
Back here. I won't bite.
what's this about?
We're going to use this pod to land. Oh. Well.
Almost send it to you.
And safety first.
You keep me on my toes, PB.
That's one way to...
How does he fit in that harness? Look at that.
That's,
Oh, he
I
doesn't.
was going to say, he's not going to fuck with it.
Freaking...
Where we need to be, and you can't get there from the ground.
How's he do that? Just
It's the
freaking
only way in.
hold tight?
Where's the going? PB, where
It's like I was
are you
watching
going?
Harmon
It's not
Quest.
my fault the
Oh,
signal's
no.
coming
Have you
from
seen
inside a
Harmon Quest?
volcano.
We're landing this
Should
thing
land
in a
on stable
volcano.
ground, assuming my subterranean scans
Well,
are accurate, and the
There's a
impact
character in
of the
Harmon Quest. It's Pathfinder, so it's very similar. This woman is playing as a barbarian, and she makes up this thing. She's like, you don't know this, but every time a barbarian gets launched out of a catapult or anything like that, or gets launched or is falling or something, they get aroused.
So
So every time like she jumps off of something, Or she gets launched out of something, or someone throws her. She's just like,
I just realized something. My guy kind of resembles that one guy from iZombie. Loosely.
A little bit.
I'm not mad, PB.
I'm not mad. I'm just not happy. I was gonna say, that looks like lava.
Yeah.
You can walk away from, right?
Ryder, come in. Are you
She did the whole, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
Yeah.
Right away.
Need to get through that obstruction. Maybe there's a console buried here somewhere.
Remnant power node detected within.
Come on! Break through the rock and access the power node.
Oh. I break the rock.
Go ahead and shoot the rock.
Well, what do you
Let's
know?
punch it.
The network you're accessing seems to be a production system.
Production of what?
Remnant hardware.
Good. Gates are
I
open.
love that.
You've opened more than that. I'm picking up structural shifts throughout the
I'm
cabin
gonna have to,
area.
like...
I also hate doors like this.
It looks like the Fortress of Solitude is opening.
Interesting. That
I'm
observer is in a
complaining.
persistent idle state. Its neural pathways are blank.
It's like pop when I stripped out its remnant.
Seismic activity increasing. I'm picking up additional
Seismic activity in a volcano.
observers throughout the facility.
Really?
At points, you should be able to enlist their support.
Sweet. Let's do
For
that.
Wizards and Weirdos, I think I'm gonna do a different song for each spell that I use.
Go for it.
But I'm probably only gonna use like one of two.
Go for it.
Because I have...
Find yourself as an ally
Let's see.
beyond program
I
observers in the
have
assembly
Dissonant
line.
Whispers, Healing Word, Puppet, and Sleep.
Nice to have you on the team.
But I'm probably only going to use
Limited,
Puppet
but it
and
will perform
Dissonant
simple
Whispers
tasks
for a
for you.
good bit.
Another
Yeah.
gate. Have to get through. Look, up there above the gate.
Because Puppet is an amazing spell in the game. When I looked it up, I was like, holy crap.
Too high to access.
Our new friend knows what to do.
Well,
And voila! Thanks, buddy.
Let's push on.
I don't know why I'm still doing that.
I
Pathfinder.
think for sleep, I'm going to
Having
use
reports
like
when no safe
the
area
intro
land.
to Nothing Else
Retrieval may
Matters.
be impossible.
Oops.
He has detected a few smaller vessels making their way to the surface.
I heard her companion mission's hilarious. Maybe.
Saria, are you tracking that sweet signal too?
Ugh, Kalinda. Back off.
Okay, good.
Fine.
There's a lot of tension there between the two of them.
Let's hurry.
Between me and that one girl?
Get to the signal
Yeah.
source before Kalinda.
Let's clear them out.
You almost killed that one. There's actually some things like that in Zelda, the new one.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's like little helicopter things. They have lasers on them.
Oh, dang. Oh. They're attacking me?
That's convenient.
I'm like, quit shooting yourself. Quit shooting yourself.
That's a very good version of Free Fire.
It's more precise.
Most video games, it's like all over the place. Or it's a little off on where you're aiming. That's how Grand Theft Auto is.
Now let's find some
Yeah.
way to open that gate.
I like this. Dang it.
The combat's not bad in this game. Or it
Especially if
doesn't-
you know what you're doing.
It doesn't seem to be, at least. I've only played a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I think I played up until where the dad dies.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, well, I don't want to play the rest of this. It's not my kind of game.
You're lost.
Pathfinder, This console controls the game.
Put it this way, this game gets better if you know most of the lore.
Good.
And that's probably why it's not as appealing to me.
Yeah.
Like, Mark was talking about it, and he was like, technically I should be doing those videos with JJ. And I was like,
we probably could do our own videos.
I was like, you probably should.
Like, for example, the whole rules and regulation videos. That's a thing that I want to do with Mark.
Honestly, it would give him something to put on Quest and Quips more in the off season.
Yeah.
Ryder, we need to pick up the pace. We have to make
Just like explain lore for the background of like, or the videos that we haven't or we didn't do before we started recording. That kind of thing.
Some of the things we're going to capitalize on is what DMs look for. I'll put it this way: a lot of people get kicked out of groups for not being the person they're supposed to be.
It's
a lot easier when you're playing a character that's based off of you.
Yeah, it is, but DMs find that boring.
Because that's how Mark started it out. The character was based, like their personalities and stuff were based off of us.
Yeah, but that gets boring really fast.
Well, see, I've started kind of changing things about my character lately.
Yeah, put it this way: it's one thing if you start out like that, then you grow as a character.
Yeah,
you don't want to stay that.
Because in real life, I wouldn't just stab somebody.
That's not with me. On the get-go, I was not like me at all. I feel like creating characters. I knew enough about D&D to know what people look for.
Wizards and Weirdos is going to put me out of my shell.
Yeah.
Because this character is a pacifist. He's a musician.
Yeah.
Which, I'm a musician.
Like you said, you're kind of out of practice.
Yeah, a little bit. Mark made a good point, though. I will get better as I play more in Wizards and Weirdos.
Yeah.
He's like, you'll get back to your normal playing. I was like, that is a really good point.
Yeah.
Like, as my character levels up, I will get better at the guitar, so technically I'm leveling up. So there's that.
It's all that experience.
He's also got this weird personality trait. Because I rolled for my traits instead of just like trying to come up with some.
Yeah, sometimes that is easier.
His personality trait says, "My word is my bond. I see a promise to completion, even if it conflicts with my beliefs." And then his flaw here, where is it at?
But there is a deep fissure that
This contradicts
might be able to exploit.
the personality trait
suggest you
very,
find the
very
console
much
that
so.
controls the
It says,
dispenser.
I throw myself and others into situations, rarely thinking about the consequences. So I will hold to anything I've said, but I will also put you in situations.
Sam was right.
Not you specifically.
At least your new friend is fighting for us.
It's still kind of funny. But like, dude, there's those points of my character where it's like, can we trust it? It's like Batman with Harvey Dent in the Dark Knight movie.
Hack the turret! We could use the help!
There we go. Should have done that first.
You also have your little turret, right?
Yeah. This doesn't always help.
Not really.
That helps more.
They did do something. There's one that did something in the corner. And it draws fire a little bit.
I just realized that may have been my ally. I think I shot. Like that one about shot again.
Heck? That one's just burning a rock.
There.
It still managed to throw
Interfacing is escalating tectonic activity. The area is becoming
It
increasingly
looks like a
unstable.
grenade, but it didn't go
Come
off.
on, let's scan the boulder fissure so the observer will attack it.
I like playing games where I can shoot something, and it's like if they're about to throw a grenade, it just falls to the ground right where they were.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing Watch Dogs 2. I think it was sometime last week. And this dude was about to throw a grenade at me, and I shot his hand. And he just, like, dropped it, and he was like, oh, crap! I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Observer to the rescue.
Boom.
Now it's dead.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
All right.
And I only wish I could keep one. Like, actually keep one.
Make sure they don't get inside. A triple share to whoever brings me their sweet implants.
Man, I hate her.
Sweet implant.
We've got to follow
You have a varying variety.
Gotta take out the trash first.
Take them out.
He just walked over there and meleeed him.
Yep. Krogan are basically barbarians. In a nutshell, they're barbarians.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. That's why, however...
You know what you haven't used yet?
Huh?
In our campaign, and I've been waiting on it?
Rage?
Yeah, the rage.
Technically, I have. Those strong jumps, that uses up my rage.
Because Mark, I mentioned it, and Mark was like, you know, he hasn't really used it a whole lot in combat.
Why? Because he's a smart barbarian. Don't get me wrong, I plan on using it. Just not when you guys expect it.
So long, losers.
That and the way my guy's built, I barely have to use it.
No, Belinda's barred the way.
Yeah, that's true.
But this, I'd rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it.
That's true.
So in other words, I'm using it I'm going to save it for when I actually need it.
Because technically I'm part vampire, and I haven't used it yet.
Belinda sends her regards.
Put it down.
I just did it. My fist. I missed.
Another dispenser. Get us some airborne support.
That was a little violent.
Ta-da.
Because 1 second he's floating, the next second he just explodes and his head goes somewhere else.
The console here will summon an allied observer to repair the damaged gateway node.
Dang it. I accidentally let go.
Scanning the disabled node will direct the allied observer to it.
Disabled node.
What node?
I'm not really sure. Is it a thing on the wall over there?
Looks like it.
I don't know.
To open the dormant gate, the
I
conduit
guess that's
node
it.
needs repair.
Okay. Do something!
We're back in the game. This is it. The signal source is in the next chamber.
I'm reading more dispensers for allied observers.
I'll keep that in mind.
There. There.
Can't get a bead on the device. Let's drop this.
At least that kept you from getting some kind
Funny,
of fall
that's
damage.
exactly what I thought.
For some reason.
The observers will turn aside.
Well,
Whoa!
Belinda, you ass! Just give it
Hit
up.
me.
There's a piece of pure, uncut programming tech in here. Plus, you want it, so there's no way I'm giving up.
There we go. What does that enemy?
I think that one. Yeah. Now you have two of them.
Missed every shot.
I was gonna say he was a sniper.
Yeah, I was drawing this fire.
Not really.
She has like RPG character sounds. Time to fight. Let's go, guys. Sounds like we're
again. Your confidence is where I want to read.
Final Fantasy is a really good series.
Especially 7. I think that was my favorite.
I've heard that from a lot of people. I actually didn't play after like the first couple. I think the last one I played, like the last one I actually played was the Advanced Tactics on the Game Boy.
Oh, dang.
Which is a little insane because that's an old game. I don't think I've ever played one of the console versions. Any of them. I only played Tactics because someone let me borrow it on the bus ride. That was really fun.
People, help!
One of my friends in middle school. We went to like,
the bonfire helps really well when the enemy's big.
It's fruitless.
I think we went to a space
Islands? Don't like the sound of that.
space museum.
The signal source is beyond the next rise.
It was like a 4-hour ride. So I just played Final Fantasy the whole time. He was playing Golden Sun.
Yeah, Count Bullets.
Which is another popular Game Boy game.
Yeah, I played it.
Look! Over that pool of lava! Another power node! Scan it so our friendly observer will enable it.
Give you a quick area. Not putting the draw area.
We're in business. Let's cross it and reach Flint.
Oh.
I don't think you should be stepping on things that just came out of lava.
Give it a second.
But
and there we go. And my boots have shielding.
Well,
it's still hot, but my boots have shielding.
It's still questionable.
Yeah. But granted, you see how many the falls I've had to take.
Yeah.
Melinda's about to get the device.
And there she goes.
You won't make it, Melinda. Too late, gal. It's mine.
She's just running.
Damn it.
I can tell they hung out.
Well, if it goes in the lava, they can't have it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I got this. Go.
Give me help! I'll give you everything I've got! All the relics, everything worth anything! Please! I don't want to die!
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap, what?
I don't want her to die, Ryder.
But the device.
It's not worth her life.
They were friends. Not shooter.
Shoot her in the face. Like, that solves the problem.
What I don't get is Ryder could have jumped.
Honestly, PB could have still grabbed the thing.
That was close.
It rolled past her feet.
Let's get out of here.
Baby, thank you. Listen, no heart.
That was an F-bomb.
That's funny. Shut up. Dang.
She didn't even have to say anything. She just punched her in the face.
I don't know why I'm...
Evacuate.
Ah.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you've got a timer.
Yeah, I run faster with the gun put up.
You didn't save me just to watch me die, did you?
Yeah, kinda did. Just kidding.
That rock just popped up there.
So I meant run faster without my gun.
That is true.
The escape pod. Well,
A lot of video games do that. You just like put your weapon up and run faster.
It's like that, The Hobbit. How at one point the fat dwarf outruns everybody. All because a bear was chasing him. Sorry, shape-shifting bear. I think it was a shape-shifting bear.
You know, that's the only one of the two series that I haven't seen the other two. I've actually watched a full Hobbit movie, but I have not seen a full... Actually...
You haven't seen the entire trilogy?
I did watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I did watch the first Hobbit movie, and I was like, this is not bad.
Hey,
I like this better.
How you doing?
I don't know why. I just prefer the Hobbit over
We just
Lord of the
received a
Rings.
massive shipment of remnant tech. Quite valuable. And this.
I had to watch
Sorry,
one of
with
the
my
Lord of the Rings
compliments.
movies like 4
My
times.
crew won't bother you again, and you're dead. Always Kalinda.
I'm inclined to believe her. You?
I'd like to. Being a fingertip away from death can change a person. Still, best if we scan everything she sent over.
Because Mark would not stop fussing at me
I just wish
if
we
I
could have had that
didn't finish
device.
the series.
The scan data does provide
He
a
was like,
glimpse
you
into how remnants
still haven't seen all of Lord of the
So we
Rings?
missed
I was
out
like,
on a key to unlocking the secrets of the tech, but maybe came away with a glass.
Yeah, a lot of people liked Hobbit better than Lord of the Rings.
We do have a little bookkeeping matter to discuss.
With granted, the Hobbit explains
yeah,
more
the
lore.
Tempest is light, one escape pod.
I actually
It's
like
gonna
the
cost
video
you, isn't
games,
it?
the Shadow games.
We'll get a new one the next time we dock at Nexus. Don't sweat it.
Wow, thanks, Ryder. But until then, what do I do for a bedroom?
I may have a solution.
Mine's pretty big. And comfortable.
Comfortable, huh? Never made much difference to me.
Gee, that's too bad.
But people change, right? Who knows? Maybe even I can.
Well,
That was quite the conversation.
yeah. Again, not complaining.
We could actually end it here.
Yeah.
That's a good place to stop.
What time is it anyway? I can actually check like this. 6:07. Got it.
I was going to say my phone actually just sits there and has the time on it.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing about my new one. It doesn't affect my battery either, which is kind of nice.
Cool.
Gonna let you do whatever first.
And it's saved.
Okay. God. Been a long day.
Yeah.
If you haven't already subscribed, that would be a good idea to do right now. You can
Yeah.
check out that little subscribe button.
I don't know why you're pointing. They can't see you.
Yeah, I don't know why. I do that every time. But,
he's pointing at the top of the screen. Well, he's actually pointing down, which the
Yeah.
subscribe button's up. Ain't it?
no, it's down below the video.
Okay.
Anyway.
Depends on what you're using.
I think it does depend on what you're using. But there's also going to be a link in this video, if you're watching this on archived, to the video we were talking about in the beginning of this stream, like 2 hours ago.
Are you going to also put in a link of Quest and Quips?
I might actually do that.
Yeah.
But it's a video that JJ's cousin.
Mark's too.
Oh, he is Mark's cousin too? I almost said Mark and JJ, but I
Put
guess
this
it is
way,
Mark
my-
and JJ's cousin.
Put it this way, my dad and his mom are brother and sister. In other words, me and Venomous Outlaw.
Yeah. That's his name, by the way.
Yeah. Venomous _ Outlaw.
But you can check out the link to that channel. I'll put it at the end of the archive. And we got... I think I just uploaded a Destiny 2 video with me and Mark. And a Mario Kart video on Monday was put up. And that had me and Mark and JJ. And then me and Mark again.
Yeah.
And I think next week we'll be doing another Mass Effect stream, and then we got a couple other videos that'll be coming out the week after that are... I don't know what I have on the docket for this week.
Yeah.
Or this coming up week. I think actually a 7 Days to Die video that
Yeah.
I haven't put up yet.
It's been a while since we did that again.
Yeah, that's probably going to be on the list for next week.
Which we started cheating on.
I don't count it as cheating.
Yeah. I
But-
count it as having an edge.
We want to actually be able to kill zombies.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been Mass Effect Andromeda on Pet Farms.
I'm JJ.
And I'm Steven. Thank you for watching.